On today's adventures, we got some snow last night, at maybe 5 inches, but the wind blew a lot of it around, so it's just kind of where the drifts are. But and here we're just done about no chores. Dad's got a few more bales to grind, but I was going to be hauling some bales up for him. Front idler let loose. It's supposed to be right in between those two. This bolt just came out, and then the whole chassis rides on this groove here, but no bolt in there, so it was getting all torqued on just this side here. So we need to weld this back on once we get the bolts, but I gotta run to town to go get them. So I think about a 2-hour drive, a little under 2 hours to go get it. So we will be back. Dad's gonna finish feeding the cows. I fed the cows in the barn, so at least that's all done and bedded. We ended up, I went to town last night. Got our parts. Big metric bolt to hold the undercarriage bogies together, because the inside one must have threaded out because the threads on the bogie weren't buggered up and there was nothing in there. So that thing's long gone. That's all we had to do. The plate on the inside was still there, so we just had to put that bolt in, and this bolt was still with that plate, so Dad just welded her up. Things we knew we could tighten that other bolt and make it true, no wiggle at all, and then welded that plate back up. It's just thin metal barely holding it, but I suppose that's how it broke off in the first place. That inside bolt broke off, and then it just, that was, this outside ear was the only thing holding that bogie on. So that's nice. Already tracks were a little bit loose too, so Dad tightened them while we were at it. And then I just had a heck of a time trying to get the garage door shut.
Why?
Someone put my GoPro higher on the door, and then when it was trying to close, it'd keep going by the frickin' sensor going
awesome.
up. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I had to jump and get it.
I forgot to get it.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to hit it when you brought the jack stands in.
Yeah. So I just need some fuel. And
everything needs fuel.
Do some barn chores. Feed the calves. And maybe go to red cow sale. Cold out today. We got -3 actual temp. Real bill. Feels like -7. Yeah, it's not so much wind today, thankfully. do barn chores, and I'm gonna go grab a bale for Dad, so he doesn't have to make as many trips. I gotta go down to the net wrap pile anyway to drop this, bring that bale up, and then I'll start on barn chores. Okay. I don't know if Dad's just gonna drive around the field and elevate it off, or if he's just gonna put it in a pile somewhere out there, but anywhere but in the barnyard here. So then springtime, it's not as much of a mess, and so right now we can have room. Because I wanted to move all this snow way down there. That's a long distance, and we don't have a snow pusher. All we got is our dirt bucket, so everything from the alleyway to in front of the barn, and then the lot right in front of me here, all ended up here. There's nice big drifts in here, so this will take a couple loads to get cleaned out. No big deal. Yesterday we were trying to work on this. These old feed mill grinders. It's all shaft and bevel gear driven to run the outbound auger here. And it's a bevel gear, side gear, and another bevel gear on top here, so you can go up and down, side to side. Anyway, there's a special shaft smaller than an inch, same as the auger itself. We got the parts, and what we ran into here is, don't know how this is. Dad just assumes it's a bushing somewhere in here, but we're gonna try to shove a bushing on the top side here to keep this shaft nice and square. And then we got the parts yesterday, thankfully, but I don't know if we're gonna work on that today or not. Nothing too much going on for chores. 2 barley bales. And I got one more hay bale there. Kind of a lesser quality, and we don't have another bale feeder for him in this pen. So I got this oats bale flipped on its side and kind of fluffed out so they can pick on it, and this hay as well. So that I know they're not gonna eat it all because it kind of looks a little ratty. So when I flip it up on its side, they'll kind of pick at it, and the next time we have to feed them, I can see how much they have left that they haven't ate, and I can just spread out the rest. And I just got done feeding our replacement heifers too. We got 2 good hay bales and 1 barley. So Dad dropped the oil on the tractor. I don't know if he's going to fill it and change the filter today too or not, but I switched out the old anti-slip mat. Was pretty much shot, so I got that swapped out. I got a whole bunch of this left over from our Moco, $49.95. I put a whole bunch more on the main step going up into the cab. All those were gone, and a few on the header. And then I probably shouldn't have done this piece, but every time we hop out with the bucket up, which we shouldn't do, that's what I use for the step to get in. I hop up on the track, and then I put my boot on there. Well, it was just metal. Slipped a few times and took a good tumble into the cab. So I put more tape down here. That should help. Anyway, this unit needs an oil change as well. I just greased it the other day when we were moving snow. I'm just gonna lower the bucket and call it a day. Okay. So let's put some tools away here. Heat gun. And I'll go see what Dad's up to. Got a feeling he called her a day.